All right, everybody. Well, welcome to today's presentation. My name is Mark Smith, and I'm very excited to talk to you here today about Nerium International. First and foremost, just want to introduce myself. Actually, my wife and I, Tammy, got started in this industry about 15 years ago, and at that time, we were active duty in the Navy, a military family. Loved what we were doing in the military, but found ourselves in that position as a newly married couple and new parents, our expected parents, that we were in a financial crunch, and that's kind of what led us to the great industry of network marketing. And we jumped in with both feet, two young kids, didn't know what we didn't know, and kind of struggled for the first, say, 2 years in the industry until we really kind of found that system, found our rhythm, and really started to listen to the mentors and the coaches, and as you all know, reading the right books and working on ourselves through personal development. And we had a very, very successful career in our first company, enjoyed the freedoms of being able to both be stay-at-home parents for a very, very long time, and then transitioned into Nerium International after an 11-year career with the previous company. And I've got to tell you that everything that I've ever dreamt of to have in a company, from the management, leadership, marketing, compensation plan, product line, technology tools, training, and more than anything is the culture that Nerium International has. And it's really been a dream come true for us as network marketers. And so what we want to do here today is share with you why Nerium International, why now, and why Nerium International is different. And so I think it's always important before you talk about products and before you talk about compensation, you all being in the direct sales industry and having previous network marketing experience know that everything rises and falls on leadership. You have to have an all-star team. You really have to have a Super Bowl team in this industry to put it together and make it work. And so we have that here at Nerium International. Over 200 years of experience on our management team. We are led by our founder and CEO, Jeff Olson. Many of you probably know Jeff Olson, at least from his book, The Slight Edge, which has been read really worldwide, but in the direct sales industry for sure, he is no stranger. And Jeff's book, The Slight Edge, is a best-selling book. What Jeff has brought to the table, obviously with the management team, with the experience, but also with the culture that we're building here at Nerium International. We do a lot of great things that really bond together a great team, kind of a fun family type atmosphere that we're trying to create here as a company. I want to first start with our give back here and our partnership with Big Brothers and Sisters of America. We've done over $2 million in donations to date as a company, and so we definitely have put together a world-class organization that gives back. We also, our sister company that was also founded by Jeff Olson, Live Happy. You may have seen Live Happy magazine on the newsstands and all the best newsstands out there, and obviously our digital edition. And it's just a magazine and a company about happiness. It actually has nothing to do with Nerium as far as from a compensation standpoint, but really just leading the global movement on happiness. So what that has done is brought together this culture of people that are happy, that are having fun, that want to do good. And as we all know in network marketing, if you just make it about the money, you don't last that long in this industry. So Nerium has definitely got his priorities straight. And so we've got the leadership, we've got the good head on our shoulders, we've got the culture. But what I want to talk about now is really, so you've heard of Nerium, the buzz is out there, we've gotten lots of accolades, it's a very fast-paced company now, being in business only 4 years. But in that short 4 years, Nerium has come on the scene and has really gone out there and broken some records. So I want to give you the timeline and the history of Nerium so you can really take a look at what Nerium has done, but really what upside and potential Nerium has really going forward in the future as we expand globally. So first and foremost, Nerium was founded in 2011 in September. And we came on very, very fast. And I can remember from the very first days when the company opened, and I remember my first week in Nerium going, wow, this is going to be a ride of a lifetime. Of course, you're nervous when you're with a brand new company. Nerium was a startup company at the point, but really not a startup management team. And we really had our act together going, coming out of the gate for the first time. And proven by our first full year, we did $100 million in revenue with one product in one country. We're the fastest company in the history of direct sales to have ever done that, and we became number 86 on the DSN Global 100 list in our first full year. The very next year, so just in 1 year later, we doubled the size of our company $219 million our second full year in business. We became number 54 on the Global 100, so very, very impressive when you look at the companies that are on that prestigious list. And that's also when we launched our second product, which was our day cream. I'll come back to kind of the product line in just a moment. A lot of folks in the industry, a lot of networkers, even a lot of friends of mine said, we kind of got lucky our first year. Well, 100 million first full year is a lot of luck. I'll take that any day of the work, but any day of the week. But really, for me personally, I know how much work it was, and you know how much work that is as a network marketer. We put everything on the table to really make that happen. So when we did it in the second year, people said, look, you can't keep having that type of growth. But 1 year later, in 2014, we doubled the size of the company again at $405 million. Only our third full year in business, we skyrocketed to the number 40 spot on the DSN Top 100 global list. And that's when we launched our body firming contouring cream. We also went ahead and launched Canada and also Mexico. And so we really, really were on the run of a lifetime. And here we are, 2015, and we are doing it all over again in a short period of time. In 2015, we went ahead and broke into another space in the anti-aging space, and that is anti-aging of the mind, where we came out with our EHT product. I'll address a little bit later, but just skyrocketed with that product, just like we have really with all of our breakthroughs that we've brought into the marketplace, and became a member of the DSA, and then went ahead and launched Korea, which we've had record growth, broke every single record in the history of Korea. Matter of fact, the last company that broke a record in Korea in their launch did $5 million in their first month. I can just tell you without quoting all of our numbers, we did north of 30 million in our first month coming right out of pre-launch. So we are on a major roll. I think that's really sounding the trumpet, if you would, to the entire world there in the Asia Pacific rim, that here we go, Nerium International, what we did in the US and then in North America, we're able to duplicate and actually beat in the Asian marketplace. We actually just made a decision to move some of our manufacturing over to Korea, to one of the world-class manufacturing organizations, Cosmax, which will then serve for all of our expansion throughout Asia. Very serious, very committed to that market in its expansion. Well, we didn't stop there. In 2015, we came on and broke onto the Inc. 500 list at number 12. And so you can take direct sales, network marketing, consumer marketing, direct-to-consumer, internet marketing. You can take a look at all of the companies in and outside of our space to be number 12 on the Inc. 500 list. What I like to say is show me the numbers. People talk, and people can lie, really, but numbers don't. And here's the numbers, number 12 on the Inc. 500 list. And then we just released that we've done over $1 billion in cumulative sales in only 4 years. I mean, we have put really the numbers on the big board. And these are great accolades, and I love being able to celebrate that success with my teammates and with our company. But at the end of the day, it's about the future. I've always learned to take the trophies, accept the accolades, but put them on the shelf and look towards the future. Don't read your old newspaper clippings, right? And so as a company, we don't plan on doing that. We plan on moving forward and continuing to grow our product line and our market share and our footprint throughout the world. And so Tammy and I have a unique position with the company. We're actually a chief field officer, so we kind of have a corporate role, but we're also the master distributors here. So it's kind of unique where you get to experience that in the boardroom feel and be a distributor at the same time. And it's a unique position because I'm talking to you as a brand partner, as a distributor, and as a top leader in the company. What I see at our company, with the passion I see at that home office, and the dedication I see to the leadership, the staff, all the way into the boardroom is second to none. That's why I can talk to you today as a distributor with conviction in my voice, because I've been around the industry, and some of you have been around the industry, and you can have a great product, and then you can have an awesome compensation plan, but you have to have the right mindset in the boardroom. You have to have the right mindset at a corporate office. People that get serving the field and serving and believing in servant leadership and understanding what you and I do when we're out there and we're sharing the product with someone, we're hopping on a plane and we're traveling to a market away from our family and our kids, and what sacrifice a distributor in today's network marketing world, the direct selling world, what sacrifice you have to put on the table to build a successful team and build a successful income. When a company gets that, you just have that magic, and I believe we just have that magic here. I call it the perfect storm. World-class breakthrough products, world-class breakthrough science, world-class management team, world-class in the field leadership team, world-class branding. I mean, we've really brought it all together and have our story straight here at Nerium. So let's take a look at what the buzz is all about. First of all, we've branded this company Madison Avenue style. No expense has been spared. You can see the PR and the media that Nerium International is investing in. I mean, look at just some of these magazines here. You can see that U.S. Weekly Magazine, that's a great write-up. Cosmopolitan Magazine, Glamour Mexico, LA, Quebec. You know, we've been featured in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of magazines, publications, .com websites, TV shows like The Doctors and The View. But another one that's just super impressive, because we know, leaders like you and I know, that you have to have a product that works. You have to have a product that sells. And Nerium International was just rated in the current issue of Inc. 500 #1 in consumer products and services. So, you know, like I say, talk is cheap sometimes, and this is in print in the current Inc. 500 magazine, and so I think it really says it all on whether Nerium's product has staying power and just the traction that we have as a product line. You know, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, so I'm going to really let the pictures do most of the talking here. You know, our before and after gallery is into the hundreds of thousands now, where we have folks that send in a before and afters of 90 days or less using one of our different types of products. I'm going to share you with just a few, and so the before and afters that we're going to go through is kind of really our face and body line. And so our face with our world-class night cream, that's what we launched the company with. You can just see this guy's deep wrinkles right here. Obviously a phenomenal result. This is a 90-day or less result with a natural botanical. And so this gentleman got a great result. You can see this picture here with that deep line. My wife makes a joke. Who has one wrinkle? Well, this person has one wrinkle. And we definitely, you can see the appearance is significantly different in the before and after. Another great photo here around the orbit. You can see that spider webbing. This young lady got a great result, not only with just the appearance of her fine lines and wrinkles around her eye, but just the overall tone, texture, and smoothness of her skin. Another great in the expression line area photo here in a before and after. And just think a simple process at night. You know, wash your face, damp face. 4 pumps of our night cream. It washes off in the shower in the morning. More like a treatment rather than one of those masks or a moisturizing type cream. This is a treatment. You can see these types of results are significant. Also, when we launched the company, it's interesting. You know, we were a night cream, and people took that excess product on their hands and started to spread it onto their neck and on the backs of their hands and their blouse line. And as you can see here, just a great result in this lady's neck. I mean, it almost looks like she got an invasive procedure. And so she got a great result here. And, you know, hey, put the cream where it works, right? Let's look at this next photo here. This is a great, if you could see really just the décolleté area, you could see just some of the overall redness and the tightening of her skin, age spots, sunspots. So just really great result. Here's some of our body contouring before and afters. 90 days or less, and this is significant. This is a picture of the arm, and I have to say that because sometimes people are curious, what is that an actual picture of? And so just imagine the result that this person got on the inside of her arm there. Another great example here in the belly. My wife, you know, often educates me on, you know, sometimes as women have children, it doesn't matter how much you try to get back in shape. It's that extra loose and sagging skin, and so this is just a phenomenal result from the contouring cream. And as you can see, just the appearance of just some of the dimpling of the skin and loosening of the skin, another great result. So our face and body products they're proven, they're off the charts. Our pictures say 1,000 words. Our customers are happy. We've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of customers purchase this product. So it obviously works, and they continue to keep the product. And just another great photo here. But what we went out and did as we started to develop our product line from the face with our night cream, and then took that same technology in the night cream and moved it to our day cream product, and then took some of the same ingredients and went to our body contouring cream, is we went and said, okay, what else can we do? And so Nerium is always going to be about revolutionary breakthroughs in anti-aging products. That's our space, okay? Always going to have major research. We're not going to just throw something to the marketplace that has no science behind it. And here's the key, and you know this as well as I do as a network marketer, you have to have proprietary, patented, exclusive formulas that no one else can have. And that's what we bring to the table here at Nerium. You know, the element that's in our formula, we call our Nerium AD formula, the NAE8 extract is patented to us over 10 years of biotech research, and that's in our US line. Okay, we also have an international line, which is called our Optimira line. And I've got to tell you that we have clinical trials to back this up. This isn't just, hey, let's say our product is great, pictures are awesome, but, you know, science tells the story. And as you can just see here, you know, our night cream, 93% of the people that participated in our trials saw a significant improvement in the appearance of the wrinkles, 92% in the appearance of their radiance and of their skin. And then also in our contouring cream, 83% saw an improvement in the appearance of smoothness. And that's what you got to look for yourself and you get to see for yourself in our before and after photos. Then what we did is we said, let's price these products to market. So a night cream that does what you might have to get 10 or 15 or 20 products to do, retail 110, our auto ship program at 80. And as you can see, we priced the day cream at 40 on the auto ship program, our contouring cream at 80 on the auto ship program. At the end of the day, it's an unbelievable 30-day, unconditional, no questions asked, money back guarantee. And so sell with confidence as a brand partner, as a distributor, because you know that the product works and you know the company's going to back it. You can mail us back an empty bottle and we'll refund your money. So that's the kind of power you have when you have the science. You can prove out what your product does and you know what you say your product actually accomplishes with the person. So very, very significant guarantee. So we really sell with the guarantee. It's kind of a risk-free purchase. You purchase, it doesn't do what we say it does, go ahead and return it and we'll refund your money. Well, we didn't stop there. We went into a new category within the anti-aging space, and that is anti-aging of the mind. And I've got to tell you, this product is breakthrough, unbelievable. I've been on the product myself now for about 9 months. I'm definitely a product of the product. But talk about alertness, energy, focus, just memory, recall, all around amazing product for the brain. And this is developed after 20 years of research at Dr. Jeffrey Stock's Princeton University lab. So this is a Princeton University patent that Nerium International has the exclusive rights to. So we're talking breakthrough of all breakthroughs when it comes to anti-aging of the mind, and we have the exclusive rights to the patent. And this product has really taken the United States by storm. Of course, we're going to bring this worldwide, so you're hearing about this before we've even really taken the product to our international marketplaces. So we've got lots of room for growth there. And we price this for sell to sell retail at $75. Our auto ship program at $55. We have a double auto ship. Obviously, some folks like to stock up on the product and have that ability to have product on hand so they can sell that product direct to the customer. Once again, backed by Nerium International's 30-day money-back guarantee. So let's talk about how we reward our brand partners and customers. We have a very simple 3-year free program. Our 3-year free program is you simply enroll 3 customers on an auto ship, auto delivery order of whichever products. And as long as that equals what your own personal auto delivery is, your next month's ADO is free. And so as a distributor, you put on 3 customers and you keep at least 3 customers a month that are on auto delivery. Your auto delivery is free. I mean, that just makes the cost of doing business, the operational cost of doing business for you from a product and an auto delivery standpoint, absolutely free. Now, this is not just for brand partners. This is also available to our customers. So imagine a customer loyalty program where your customer refers 3 customers and their product is free every month. So you can see why Nerium has put on a lot of customers these days with this program. Now, what does it take to get started? Today's presentation is obviously a little bit more in depth. You're a direct marketer, in the direct sales industry, network marketing experience. And so you may have been involved with the company in the past that gives you a little bit different understanding. So I'm take some time here. This is our starter pack. You know, this is the cost to get in the game with us, $249. You're going to get just a small amount of products, really enough for your personal use and maybe to share a few bottles with some potential customers or brand partners. We'll talk about how to really go out and enjoy the customer model that we have in our customer acquisition program in just a moment. But this comes with everything: full e-commerce website, all the tools that you see. Our starter kit is second to none. We're the Tiffany's of starter kits. When you look at our starter kit, it's the size of about 2 shoe boxes, maybe even a little bigger, and it is packed with 90-day plan, tools, training, personal development, brochures, product. I mean, it really is a world-class startup kit. And I'll talk about some of the technology that we get a little bit later on. Now, this is a startup pack. This is pretty much what most people are going to get started at right here. We have a basic kit, but most people are going to get started with the starter pack. And then what they're going to do is they're going to pick their pace. You want to go fast, faster, or the fastest. And that's our bronze, silver, gold pack. Now, as you can see, that upgrade pack of 250, 750, 1500, the only difference between these packs and the starter pack is these are product-based. And so this is picking how much inventory that you want so you can go out and directly market the product directly to the customer. Okay, there's 2 ways. We sell the product direct and earn your investment back and turn that into positive commissions. Then also our product sampling system where you take a bottle. Each bottle has enough product for 5 customers or potential customers to use the product for 5 days. And that's been one of our ways that we've sold our night cream is by sampling it for 5 days, taking a before and after photo. And when you compare the difference and even not even looking at it before and after, just feeling the product work for you has been a great marketing advantage for us. So I would say the average person in the company probably comes in with a bronze or higher. And so that's significant to be able to pick how fast you want to go. Now, Nerium International has a breakthrough compensation plan. You hear about all these comp plans out there. We could have a debate all day long on compensation plans. Show me the numbers, show me the numbers. I don't care what the comp plan looks like in the booklet. I want to see people having success. I want to see how many people are at the top, how many people are faster qualifying. I want to see how many people are at the mid-range of the plan. Sometimes companies show you their top 20. Great. Every company has a top 20. But you know what? We all know if you've ever had a 6-figure income in this industry, and for those of you that have earned a 6-figure monthly income, and for those that you have gotten to the multiple 7 figures, I can tell you myself personally that you have to have a plan that works for what I like to call the small guy. That's the person that's like I was, like my wife was, starting off. We're in the Navy. We don't know what we're doing. We're nervous. We've got our child on the way. We're working 100 hours a week, and we're just trying to figure this thing out. If your plan doesn't pay that person, if your plan's not stable at that level, it doesn't matter how much the top 20 folks make because it won't last. You have to have a solid plan from entry all the way to the top. And Nerium has figured that out. First and foremost, our unlimited free inventory program. Okay, this is the great equalizer. Now I'm going to spend some time on this. This is the great separator. What this program does is when you get started with your starter pack and a bronze, silver, gold pack, and you have that inventory, you start moving that inventory out into the marketplace and acquiring customers. Every time you sign up a customer on auto delivery, we send you a bottle of night cream for free. So if you just look at it, the retail price is $110. You're getting a $110 retail valued bottle sent to you for free. You bring us 5 customers, we send you 5 bottles. You bring us 10 customers, we send you 10 bottles. That's just unbelievable to me because as a new distributor in the industry, when you make that initial one-time investment, we all know that in most companies, that's not a one-time investment. I mean, the price that you pay the day you get started is probably the least amount of money you'll ever spend in most companies. But Nerium has figured out a way to not sit there and inventory load people and ask them to buy bulk every single month to qualify for a position. We have really figured out a way for you to make that one-time startup investment in your business, figure out how fast you want to go by picking bronze, silver, gold, take that inventory, go out there and sample it and sell it, acquire a customer, and then that's where the fun begins. Nerium starts sending free bottle, free bottle, free bottle, free bottle. We even send you a free bottle of night cream every time you personally enroll a brand partner. And so you literally could get started, get out there, get your inventory out, follow the system. We have amazing training. I'll talk about that in a moment. And then all of a sudden, it's free inventory. Now, as a leader, if you've built a large business in this industry, you know if you can find a way for your team to qualify for free inventory, you know you can break records. And that's why Nerium International has broken records. It's not just a breakthrough product. Of course, that's important. It's not just breakthrough science. Of course, that gives you that exclusivity. But you have to have breakthrough programs to help average, everyday people have breakthroughs in their own lives. And so we get paid 13 different ways in our company. We get paid up to 5 times a month. Retail profits, we've got fast start bonuses, we've got personal customer commissions and acquisition bonuses, leadership bonuses. We've got all the things that all the great companies have, but we've just packaged it together, I believe, in the best way. So let me show you how Nerium International has broken hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of 6-figure earners in their first 4 years. First 4 years. You can't do that without a program that has breakthroughs all along the way. Here's the first one. We recognize our people. We know other companies have luxury trips, not like Nerium. We brand our trips. We build the fun into our trips like no other company I've ever seen. Top left-hand photo is a great one. We just came back from this fairly recently. We leased and chartered an entire cruise ship. I've been on luxury trips before. I've actually been on cruises in network marketing before where like the top 100 people go, the top 200. We chartered the entire ship. 2,300 people went on this trip. For a 4-year-old company, we were a 3-year-old company when that happened. That's unheard of. Top right-hand corner, that's our Hawaii incentive trip for some of our top leadership. We've done that 2 years in a row now, and that's an awesome trip. That one is 5-star all the way. Cancun several times, Cabo. We know how to party as a company. Okay, but this is where the rubber meets the road. This is our roadmap to Lexus in Mexico. We call it roadmap to Audi. So we customize the program per country. This is very important because the base. Talked about being a 6-figure earner or a 6-figure monthly earner or a multiple 7-figure earner. If you don't have something that the base can do, spare time, part-time, and that may be what all they ever want to do, okay? They don't want to be a top earner. If you're a real pro in this industry, you're not looking for top earners. You're looking for the average. And out of the average, some of those people will want to become a top earner. But you don't build a company on top earners. You build a company on great people that love the products, that love the company, that become part of the culture, who want to be there for life. And that's what we're building here. I come out of the military, been in a military family. My wife comes from a military family. I spent nearly 10 years in the Navy. I am all about 2 things, teamwork and culture. If you get that right, you can move mountains. And so we've done that here. So this is what we call our roadmap to Lexus. This is a culture we've built in the company. Watch how this works. You're a brand partner. You're brand new. Our goal is to help you get your first 3 customers. Why? We're a customer-driven company. We're a customer acquisition company. Too many companies out there don't really have a customer base. Look, long-term income, that residual income that comes in from a customer keeping the product long-term. Hello, let me repeat that again. Residual income comes in from a customer keeping the product long-term. So too many companies have that messed up these days where they talk about their front end being their residual. That's not real. Real income is, do you have a real product that has real value in the market that a customer wants to buy every day? They're not being incentivized. In other words, they're not part of the compound. They're just a raw customer. That's the number one goal of this company. So number one goal, help you get your first 3 customers. Then for those that want to build a team, obviously we want to help you get your first 3 brand partners. In doing that, in this basic example, first you do it in your first 30 days, we give you a $100 bonus, but you're looking at about $800 in cash and incentives. So this is very basic. New people want to do this. How do I earn my money back? Okay, we just showed them. Get 3 customers, okay, enroll 3 brand partners. In addition to that, I want you to pay special attention to the fact that they earned 6 free bottles of night cream. If you've been in this industry, you know how significant that is. 6 bottles of free night cream, I can go retail those for 100% profit. I can go share those and acquire more customers or even brand partners. So that is significant. The new rep did a little bit of activity, and we incentivized them with some great commissions, but we gave them more inventory. We didn't say buy more inventory like most companies do. We gave them free inventory. Why? We know if people try our product, they like our product, and most of them will buy our product. And so it's an investment from the company. Step 2 is to help your 3 do the same. In doing that, you can earn a free iPad. This is our iPad bonus. At this point, you've earned up to about $2,000 in cash, incentives, free product in the iPad. Now, an iPad's a great tool. It's a free iPad, so I don't know who would want a free iPad. But we're talking, this is 4,500 in group qualifying volume. We're not talking about someone that built a big team here. We're talking about someone that just got their feet wet. They're just learning about Nerium, been to a few trainings, probably still a little nervous because they're new to the industry. There's spare time, part-time. I mean, they've got their money back, their cash flowing, they got free product, and now they got an iPad. I'll come back later and talk to you why this iPad is so significant when I talk about our technology. Step number 3, help 3 people earn an iPad. Now you're in a Lexus. We've got a Senior Director Lexus bonus. This is a $500 bonus, goes all the way up to $1,000. Okay, starts out at $500. We literally have thousands, okay, not one, not the number one person, not the top 10, thousands of people, thousands and thousands in our company that have qualified for Senior Director, which is the position at which this bonus would start. And so basically at this point, and we branded it to Lexus. In Mexico, we branded it to Audi. It's a real car bonus. We want you to go out there and be able to drive the car. Now, if you're not ready to get the car, one thing I love about this company, we're not pushing people into a car. If they can't afford the car or the insurance or, just want a little bit of time to save a down payment, what we do is we offer them the free product and equivalent to the car. And a lot of people take that as well for a few months to continue to fuel their business with that free inventory. For me, and you would say, why didn't I go out and get in the car right away? I took the free inventory for my first entire year in this company, just kept feeding that inventory into my business and into my team. Now, this is the basic. You might be saying, okay, Mark, I've been in the industry a while. I'm looking to make more of a full-time income. No problem. But if you get network marketing, you know that you can teach 3 people to sign up 3 customers, who sign up 3 customers, who sign up 3 customers, who get 3 people. You can build a team like that and incentivize people with free product, fast start bonuses, and iPads. And then those that want to go get a car, you can build an entire team with that. As a matter of fact, if you help approximately 15 people in your team earn a Lexus car bonus, say 5 people in each one of your 3 legs, that would get you to National Marketing Director, which is the top of our plan, okay? Just to give you an idea of the incentive program. Now, Nerium pays 10 generations deep. Now, I hear all these plans that pay deep and, endless income and, infinity income. Look, I'm also on the corporate side of Nerium, and I can tell you, I know comp plans inside and out. No comp plan in the world can pay every single person a $100 bill on every single sale that's only $50. So these things that are heard out there in the industry, we all know a little cuckoo, right? You have to have a real plan that incentivizes the number one thing that builds a successful company, and that's customers, right? So Nerium's customer-driven plan is all about bringing on customers. Now, of course, we're building a team because the bigger the team you have, the more customers you can bring on. But where we've really put the money is in the 10 generations. We're paying a very, very, very generational payout, 10 generations deep. It's one of the deepest plans in the entire industry on customers, okay? So on your personal customer orders and on your team's customers orders, and the bigger the team, obviously the more customers. So we definitely get that right. We have the big bonuses, and we have the proof that people have earned these bonuses. And so when you take a look at National Marketing Director, starts the big top leadership position in the company. That's 3 legs of 5 people driving a car, and you're at a National Marketing Director. That's a $50,000 bonus. Help 3 National Marketing Directors, 1 in each leg. That's $150,000. It goes all the way up to $1.5 million bonus. Okay, these bonuses are paid out on a monthly basis. We did it right. We're not looking to attract people that are going to scam the company and front load and all that kind of. We do not want it. We don't believe in it. We want a company with staying power, longevity. We want to look ourselves in the mirror at the end of the day too and know that we're doing the right thing. So we pay our bonuses the way that really I believe all companies should pay them out. And so, if you had 1 or 2 or 3 people that have earned a bonus, it doesn't impress me. Being around a while, show me how many people in your company can do it, because the superstars are the superstars. Superstars, the top 10 people in any company are superstars. Maybe top 20. They're going to go do it. We have literally over 500, 600, 700 people at this point that have reached National Marketing Director or above that have earned these bonuses in 4-year-old company. That's when you know you have a plan that works. That's when you know the base, the new guy, right, in the middle of the plan are winning, because you can't have that many people reach the top if you don't have a plan that incentivizes customer acquisition and that pays the people that are doing customer acquisition. And we've got that right here at Nerium. And so let's talk about why Nerium, okay? We know the product, okay? We know the science. We talked a little bit about the comp plan. We talked about the leadership. Let's talk about you and I right now as a leader. You and I that go out and get 3, 4, 5 of our friends that want to become entrepreneurs, want to work from home, want to spend more time with the kids, want some extra spare time money. I was the Navy guy looking for spare time money. I was in cardiovascular school. I wasn't looking to do network marketing full-time spare time money. But I want to see the systems that will allow a team to be built and help me and educate me in the industry. Breakthrough training. First of all, Nerium has brought to the table a virtual training collegiate level course. You sign in from day one, you're going to be trained virtually. And so you're going to come through, we track it, we know what you did, you get quiz. So at the end of each training module, virtually a quiz comes up and you have to pass the quiz before you go to the next training. And so that's something that's fairly new to us. It is awesome. It is put together where you go in there and you can go through all of your training. In addition to that, we put a 90-day success planner in your startup kit. So it's a 90-day, what do I do my first 3 months? It's a calendar system. It comes with a 3 CD set from myself, my wife, and Jeff Olson, our founder and CEO. We walk you through the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s of how to do this business. Why is that important? You know, as a network marketing direct seller, that you have to have a duplicatable, turnkey, remote control system that allows you to run faster. We also have Nerium University. That is a virtual university. It is every Monday night in every country, in every language. We take this real serious. It's an hour every Monday night, and we do it a little bit differently than other people. I do believe in virtual, but I think a lot of companies these days are losing culture. So that everything is internet, and the next storm that blows through town, you lose your whole downline. No. You have to have culture. We are in the people business, and the most valuable asset is people. So keep that as the foundation, and then bolt on your technology. And so our Nerium U, we basically gather in small groups. So the new rep, which we call brand partners, can get together in their living room, pop into Nerium University. They don't have to know anything about the business. They don't need to know all the training. They don't need to be a pro trainer to their team. They just invite 3 or 4 people over to a coffee shop, a restaurant, their living room, a friend's house, and pop in Nerium University. And we do that simultaneously, same hour, same night, every week without fail, to every country. We have a one-team concept in our company. No other company in the history of direct sales and network marketing has ever done a one-team concept where the entire team plugs in to the corporate office that actually runs the training the right way. We have a monthly regional system. Every major market, every country, it is organized by the company but run by the field. So the field leaders train and run these regional events. They're one Saturday a month without fail in every market. But the company provides the slide deck, the marketing material, promotes it, and lists it on a calendar. It's very, very organized. We also have a Nerium Leadership Academy. So when you reach the CAR level of Senior Director, you can qualify to go to one of our NLAs, our academies, which are all over the country, soon to be all over the world. And that's a 2-day advanced training on compensation, placement, personal development, how to do your sit-downs, your 3-way calls. We teach them everything. And then for those that hit National Marketing Director, we invest in leadership. Our Elite Leadership Program with a gentleman by the name of David Bird, he actually takes you on one-on-one. You have a private one-on-one session, a minimum of 1 time a month. You also plug into, you see our success planner there, and that's our achievement program. And that achievement planner, what happens there is we start to coach you on how to become a leader, how to plan your day before your day begins, and how to plan your 3 to 5 year plan, your 1 year plan, your high payoff activities. Very, very well put together, paid for by the company. So this is serious. I mean, Nerium's not just looking to have a quick win. We're looking to bring people in the front door, teach them how to acquire customers, and reward them, incentivize them along the way, and then invest in them and develop them as a leader. Breakthrough technology. As a network marketer for a second, I want you to think through what I'm about to talk about right now. Most of us have had to build our own team name, team t-shirt, build our own team website, come up with our own training system. We as leaders, our talent, right, is wasted on trying to manage all that stuff. Here at Nerium, the company provides the platform, and we as leaders are able to run. That's why I have so many leaders who have hit the top position. First thing is our Go Show. Our Go Show is an app developed by Nerium that goes on that iPad. It also works on Android and iPhones, but let's focus on the iPad. We sync all of our training and presentations directly to an app that lies on that iPad or your phone technology. where basically you open it, and this slideshow, for example, and you're able to scroll through right in front of a prospect any presentation you want to. Here's why it's important that it's synced to your iPad or your smartphone. Any picture we change, any content we change, any promo we run is automatically synced through our technology in every language globally, in every country, all at a push of a button right to that app. So talk about linking your team on a global basis to one training. Not the training of the week, not the distributor of the week, because we all been through that where you got 50 different training things happening in your team, and as a leader, you're trying to hang on to it. This is what we talk about, one team. We got a rhythm as a company. We got the branding as a company. We keep it simple, and we run, and that's why we broke in all the records that we have. Go social. Social media is it right now. We all know that. We're all, as leaders, we're all going to social media classes and we're learning how to use social media. Look, you can't have a spare time, part-time, mom and dad trying to have to become a master social media marketer. We took that out. We developed something called Go Social. All you simply do is link your social media platforms to your Go Social app. Click which feeds you want to feed to your social media apps, and we feed product feeds directly with advertisement right to your social media. We feed opportunity, we feed PR, we feed the science articles automatically on a continuous basis, direct to your social media feeds, and someone clicks on that, they go directly to your website. It's trackable. We know it happened. It's really awesome. Nerium Communication Center, this is another breakthrough. This gives you the ability to send a video through social media, email, text. We've even gone, like, for example, in Korea, they use Kakao, which is a different version of maybe Facebook, right? And so whatever country we go to, like in Mexico, a lot of people use Line App. And some of the other Asian markets, they use different, like Line App is another one of them. And there's all these different social media. It doesn't matter what social media platform or country uses. We're going to attach ourselves to it. And as a distributor, you're able to select whatever video you want and send it out there. This system tells you when someone opened the video. It sends you an email or a text message and lets you know the prospect opened the video. And then it sends them a month's worth of autoresponders. You don't have to do anything as a distributor. It's plug and play. And last but not least, our phone app, which you can do business right from your phone, check all your customer orders and your commissions right from your phone as well. So all in all, the time is now. We've got the science, the product, the leadership, the comp plan, the third-party credibility to boot. I mean, there's thousands of things that have been written about our company at this point. We have the culture, the technology, the training, and key, the culture. So all in all, Nerium, fastest product-based company in direct sales to reach $1 billion in cumulative sales in 4 years. Fastest company to $100 million in revenue in the first year. Okay, the average on the Global 100 list, right? And we did it in 4 years at number 40. Is the average age is 32 years in business to get on that list. The average amount of countries they're in is like 20. The average amount of companies is 20 to products is 20 to 30. 4 products, 4 markets. Number 1 in consumer products and services, and number 12 overall Inc. 500. You know what? Most of the time, leaders, as the time you hear all of this press and all of these accolades and all of the things that I just mentioned, most of the time when you have heard that, it spells opportunity is over. You sit in seats that have never been sat in as a network marketing professional. Nerium has broken every record in every company that it's opened, but we're only in 4 countries. We only have 4 products. We've only been in business for 4 years, and we've only just begun. Get back with the brand partner that introduced you to our Nerium Life webinars. We have these webinars and all kinds of different categories, from product to country to different career fields like stay-at-home parents and skincare professionals and those in the military, those with experience like you have. And we have these. This is a global system. These are every hour on the hour, and so we change them up every week. And we've got the system. We've got this figured out. This is a company that's been built for distributors by distributors. So with that, I appreciate you taking the time here today, and hopefully we've given you a great overview at the Nerium family. So look forward to hearing from you soon.